We're ready. Here we go.
Beautiful. Wow. Wow.
Here we go.
Now, why is it I can't do the Jamaican accent, but you could come out with all the...
Well, that was an authentic recording. I didn't. That's not my voice.
Mm-hmm.
You just played it.
There's another treat here, actually, that we haven't tried yet. Oh, well, Dan, I got to say, a strong start here.
All right,
Very
here we go.
strong.
Also, you took...
You
kind of
fed us.
Exactly. You and AB kind
Yeah,
of know.
both of us.
Yeah, we know.
Bring food.
We know you.
Food, bring drinks.
No problem.
All right. Let's start with the facts.
Bring the
Let's
merch.
lay out some facts real quick, just to get started. Okay. 1.
The nails are.
Japan has incredible, unique attractions and theme parks that you can't get anywhere else in the world.
Right.
No other place like
That's
it.
Like
interesting.
Godzilla. Like
Second of all,
Godzilla Museum. I can't wait to someday go to Japan.
Such fucking dream.
Hila has been wanting to go to Japan for years.
Wow, you're listening.
I'm listening. And so
What
is somebody
theme
on the subreddit who sent that. Thank you. Shout out to whoever found that
Are you
clip.
going to get more specific about theme parks?
Yeah. It's the birthplace of anime.
Mm-hmm.
As we know, Ethan is a weeb and can get a lot of enjoyment out of that. It has a vibrant and world-famous fashion scene.
Hell
which
yeah.
is very critical to this pitch, let me tell you.
Yep.
Has a rich Buddhist and Shinto spiritual heritage. Insanely good cuisine.
Hell yeah.
A vibrant nightlife, music scene, and karaoke bars. Remember that. That'll come relevant later.
That doesn't sell me as much.
And the last fact, there's literally no downsides.
Okay.
There's no
Whoa.
downsides.
Uh-huh.
That's debatable, clearly.
All right, let's talk about the downsides. Ethan's reluctant to take a long trip. It's too time consuming. Solution. We can 100% absolutely do the show on the road.
And he's
I've got
the
it all
producer.
figured out.
Okay, go ahead.
You're
I'm
hearing it
listening.
from the producer.
I'm listening.
It's too far away. I don't like to leave my house. Counterpoint, it is a 2-hour shorter flight than Israel, which you've done many times.
Hold on. How do
That's
we do
not
the
a good
show on
point.
the road?
We've talked about it yesterday. We figured it out.
Give me a rundown.
Roadcasters, 2 of them. Already got them.
Yeah, I mean,
Check.
We bring some equipment.
We
some
film it?
portable equipment. We bring a camera, and we do the podcast on the road.
Like
Do we
a
do it
live
like-
stream type?
Yeah, we could
like
even
a
live stream.
IRL live stream kind of situation, or
We could do that, or we could just from like a hotel room, just do a
Oh.
podcast and talk about what we did that day and show
That could be
videos
fun.
and all that kind of stuff.
Can we do...
what if we all stay in our pajama
Mm.
and we do it in a hotel room? Are
I
you
love
kidding
that
me?
idea.
Or can we do it in a beautiful area outside?
Sure. I mean,
We could do
we
that
have
too.
cellular bonded
By the
streaming
way,
These are so
ability.
good.
isn't
Nice
it like a
cake.
crazy blooming season right now, or like in May?
I think so. Yes.
We're talking
with
about going in
these-
June, though.
Yeah, I mean, we probably wouldn't make that,
Okay.
unfortunately. But
The
yeah, all the cherry blossoms.
cherry
and everything,
blossom.
Yeah. Also, when Hila gets pregnant, okay, so the information that we learned at the beginning of this episode kind of makes this bullet point moot. But I was trying to make the point that like now is your window of opportunity to go.
Still is.
it still is.
Okay, it still
because
is.
In the beginning, I can still travel, but
Right. Okay.
later
okay,
on,
okay,
I
so
won't.
it's still relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I've got kids. It makes it too complicated. That was the biggest objection, right?
Yeah.
Solution: money. You have a nanny who would, I'm sure, love to go to Japan. Also, or before you say anything, alternate solution.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you have to ask them about that.
Right.
That's up to them, unfortunately.
That's what grandparents are for. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I like to think so too, but sometimes they have a different opinion about what they're driving.
So should you choose to bring the kids along on the trip, which is an option, through the power of technology, there are solutions to many common problems traveling with a child, such as this product that just happened. to see yesterday.
Babymute.com.
Oh my
What is this
god.
demonic shit? Baby
Well,
Mute?
it's a soundproof, breathable
What?
device to silence your baby's cries during long flights and
No.
movie
No.
nights.
If you
So,
despise your
Don't
child,
tell me that this is real.
I think it's a meme.
That baby looks
It's
like
a meme.
Bane.
All right.
Right.
anyways, So, what am I gonna do? What do you do in Japan? First of all, let's talk about the fashion scene in
Yes.
Japan because Hila needs to see this shit.
Yes.
Okay. There's this area in Tokyo, Harajuku.
Harajuku.
Okay. So, all these, it's like the street fashion
Yeah.
mecca basically, and everybody's hanging out there and showing off their looks and everything, and it's got a whole scene. It's a hub for youth culture and fashion. It's famous for its eclectic street styles, quirky subcultures. You're right, and then there's this street, Takashita Street, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, which I
Take a
believe
shit.
I have a little video here to just show what it's like. So these are like all vintage shops, fashion shops. It's just
Crazy.
an epicenter for it basically.
Dan, how long do you believe we would need
Crazy.
for this trip
Right.
to do it well?
Right.
Week and a half. I mean, if we're just doing Tokyo, obviously there's more going on in Japan, but I was trying to keep it within the constraints of like we take a trip to
What's your
Tokyo and
what's your
the Tokyo-
ideal amount of time?
the ideal amount of time. I don't know. I mean, realistically, since we're talking about like a 2-week window, I feel like a week and a half or so with some travel
10 days.
on either side
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask, would this conflict with our other break? Is it?
This will be during our break.
It
in
would be
June.
during that break. Hypothetically. I mean, I don't know. That's to be determined.
Well, if it's during our break, we
That's
don't
a-
even have to do live shows, or we
Mm.
can bring back content.
I mean, that's true.
We
If
could
I
film
guess, yeah, that's a
vlogs.
good point.
We don't want to worry about work.
If
We
were
could
planning
film
on doing
vlogs
that.
and
I mean, we
that
could
would
film
be
stuff
good
and
content.
have
Yeah,
live
we-
content for when we come
Yeah,
back.
but like,
That's fine too. However
You
you
know?
want to play it, baby. However you want to play it.
okay.
Along for the ride. Anyway, so I was just showing, the types of shops, all kinds of fun vintage shops and everything. There's also the Ginza shopping district, which is more like the high-end, high-fashion
This is all
area.
Tokyo.
This is all Tokyo.
If I'm going there, I'm never coming out.
Right. And, all of like the big famous Japanese designers have stores there and everything. There's also like flagship stores for Louis Vuitton and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I just thought that building was really cool. So I
Mhm.
blew a picture of that. Also, getting off the fashion train a little bit, how do you feel about fun little animal encounters? Because there's all kinds of stuff like this that you can do.
This is the
there.
greatest
Just a
experience of my
reminder,
entire life.
the song
I
said,
think.
greatest
This will never be
experience
topped.
of his life.
We are here, and they're letting us touch otters, and the otters are
Look
going
at that.
crazy. Look at that one.
Look at
Oh
that.
my
adorable.
Otters
god.
don't like being touched in their belly, but that one is being a little slut. Oh, look at this.
Oh my god. Ethan loves otters.
They're
They're
really,
so
really cute.
fucking cute.
Is this humane? The otters are cool.
Their hands.
They're loving it. Look how much fun they're having. Look at this.
Oh my
Oh my god. What?
This is the greatest moment of my life.
Are you kidding me?
They're so cute. What the hell?
All right, so there's stuff like that to do. Otters not your fancy?
Love owls.
How about little owls?
Zach,
Love
avert
them
your
too.
eyes.
Want to hang out in an owl cafe?
Zach, are you scared of
Aw.
owls?
yeah. Zach, avert your eyes.
Owls,
So
owls, not
cool.
so much.
Okay.
Oh, really?
No,
Oh, I
But
thought it was all
they-
birds.
They don't
Hell yeah.
flutter, right? It's
nah,
flutter.
nah.
Look how cute they
They're
are.
so cool.
Owls are amazing.
Jesus.
I love owls, dude.
Yeah.
Look at this. This could be us.
So why is it you can do this in Japan but not in America?
I think you can do it in America. I just think there's not like a culture of doing it. I mean, there are things like this. There's like cat cafes. There's a bunch of those here in LA. Look at them. Look at them.
Those eyes.
Cute. All right. You're not so hot on the birds? How about little baby deer?
I mean,
Aw.
deer. Okay. I mean,
Oh,
deer are
baby deer.
everywhere.
I wonder where deer are born.
Are there deer everywhere that will just hang out around tons of people and have
It is kind of interesting how they're so cool with being like,
Yeah.
tranquil?
no, in Japan, like in America, they'd be like, "Don't touch, get away."
Mm-hmm.
But here, in Japan, they're like,
These are Buddhist.
"Let's
the
fuck
Buddhist
with the deer." These deer live on cookies or what? What did you just give them?
Yeah, this is a park, and they have little stands where you can buy crackers to feed them and stuff like that.
Oh, these deers probably are the best like ever. People
Yeah,
just feed
no
them all
doubt.
day.
All right, but petting cute animals, that's fun and all. Maybe not your thing. What about all of the beautiful sights that you can see? Look at this.
Those will not be blooming.
Okay, well, you get the idea, right?
I'm just
Be
being
like
honest.
Well, Japanese gardens to take strolls through and connect with your inner self. Okay, that's cool and all, but what about the weeb shit?
Fuck yeah, baby.
What about the
I'm
weeb
in.
shit? Get off all of this like cute animals and tranquility and shit. Okay, first of all, there's fucking Gundams just hanging around.
A
okay?
man's Lego, some would say.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And there's just like 10-story tall like giant fighting robots. Here's one that moves.
Where is?
What?
In Tokyo.
But like,
What is
where?
happening here?
Those big Gundams, I think, are actually in one of the very famous big shopping districts. It's just like outside one of the big malls.
so just a
This
public.
is like some. This is like some special installation that's that they did specifically to have this fucking.
But it's in public.
It is in public, yeah.
Wow.
Also, the Universal Studios in Tokyo has an entire Attack on Titan land.
Can I see
including
the
a
ride?
VR ride, where I mean, you can get rescued like by Mikasa and shit.
Can you
Oh.
full screen the ride?
Will they claim it?
That's
What do you
so
think?
cool.
I'm fucking in. Fuck
That's
the
pretty.
award.
That's
And it's like moving around, and you're in VR, and like looks crazy, right?
That is so cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is there spoilers? Because the show hasn't finished yet. Probably.
This seems to be something from like early on in the show, from what I
That
recall.
is, yeah. But okay, cool. Wow.
Okay, next. There's a whole ass One Piece indoor amusement park
Really?
called Tokyo One Piece Tower. Yes.
Let me see.
God, if we went, we wouldn't know what to do first.
If we went with someone, would need to be in charge of itinerary.
Oh yeah, we planned it all
Right.
out. You know, I mean, honestly, since we're talking about spending big bucks, just hiring like a professional tour guide to have somebody
But do you
that can
want them with-
translate and like
That's true.
That's true. They kind of help you.
yeah.
Sometimes I know. Sometimes they're nice, but sometimes it's kind of a drag.
I think
having a
because
rando
we
with
would
them.
be a big group, it might be necessary. Because it's not like just me and you figuring it out. It's like, you want to go to eat. It's a
Not
big
bad
group.
Idea. Not a bad idea.
Oops.
Let me see this.
So this is just some random video that I found of somebody
What's
showing
inside?
off some of the stuff. Well, they can't show the rides apparently. I think they secure your phone or whatever because I tried to find stuff
They
like
take
that,
your
but
phone. The fuck?
I don't know. I couldn't find any videos on like rides.
Mm.
But anyways, you get the
Mhm.
idea. It's just a One Piece themed thing. Also,
Whoa.
the famous
Let's
Studio
go.
Ghibli, which I know that you're a huge fan of, has their
Mhm.
museum there.
Oh.
Would you like to get on the cat bus from
That's
Totoro? Would you like to do that? I
Wow.
would like to do that. And then going along with the weeb theme, there's this whole, I guess, neighborhood called Akihabara. Akihabara. I think that's how it's said. Anyways, this is like the nerd central. This is the place that has the 24/7 arcades that are constantly
That'd be
going
fun.
all
Mm.
through the night and everything. And
On Dance Dance? Who's playing Dance Dance?
just
with
tons. Allie will.
DDR?
Allie's a pro.
Allie's a DDR pro.
Is she?
Yeah, she's like stupidly good at it.
Sega? No, who cares about Sega?
Well, Sega is still huge in the arcade scene.
Mm.
Most like they're I think one of the biggest, if not the biggest. But anyways, it's just tons and tons of shops and arcades and fun stuff that you can do in this area. So that's what's going on.
Who are these guys?
Yeah, they also have anime made cafes where you can go.
Come on.
Experience. Ethan, this could be us. This could be you, me, and the boy.
on, dude.
Also, you can
This I'm into.
Mario Kart in the street.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay.
To go.
Oh, that's
That
little
needs to
dangerous.
happen.
Well, it's like it's cordoned off or whatever. Also, if we go, we can finally make a segment years in the making.
Which one?
Karaoke with the fucking
Oh.
clients. Zach, you know I'm right.
Dan's winning all of us over too, not just Ethan and Neela.
Zach's
Okay.
tossing bones to Zach and AB, the
Yeah.
contrarian.
Smart man.
Karaoke is crazy in Tokyo, and stuff that they have there. I mean, obviously, there's typical place where you get a room, and they have cool ones where like the room is super themed and all kinds of stuff, fancy. And then they also have like public ones, and then they even have it's a pretty common thing to have live band karaoke there, where instead of
Wow.
a karaoke machine, they have like a drummer and guitar player and a
Just
bassist.
for one group?
Yeah, and they just like they're just really talented musicians that can play pretty much anything, and you request a song and you can like sing with a band rather than with a karaoke machine.
Okay,
It'd be pretty epic.
that is pretty interesting.
All right, just a few more things. American YouTubers, do not have the best reputation in
Right.
Japan.
Any no trips to Suicide Forest for us?
Well, that's the thing.
I promise if we find it.
After we leave,
Yeah.
we can redeem
hmm
the American YouTube space.
Okay, fair.
We got to do it for the old red, white, and blue. Everybody stand up. Everyone stand up right now.
Stand up.
Stand up.
As the pilgrims.
As representatives of this great nation, we promise to be respectful and represent ourselves well as we journey across the globe to our friends and allies, the nation of Japan. God bless Japan, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much. Right. And this last thing, this is the last thing. You can't get one-upped by this fucking
I'll tell
loser.
you both what. How many of you guys want to go to Japan? How many of you?
It's just me, Rage, Ka.
Okay, listen, I'll tell you what. I'll tell
This
you
is disgusting.
what. I know you guys are already rich and shit. Listen, here's what I'll do. Because I think Japan is a necessary experience to have. It's a beautiful country. So I'll send you, I'll cover you guys' trip.
Yo, we gotta go.
Yeah, listen, I will get you guys.
What do you mean you
all
cover
three-
our trip? What do you mean by that?
I mean, I got you
This
3
asshole.
first class
Can you
there
believe
and
this?
back.
Who does he think he is?
First class there and back.
First
I
class?
got you. I'll send you a little juicer. And,
Such a douche.
you know what I'm saying?
Such a
If you guys go
douche.
for a week, I got you at the Ritz-Carlton.
Ritz-Carlton?
He's such
That's-
a fucking
that-
What
douche,
you
though.
feeling
It's like,
what the fuck?
it's like
I don't
easy
know.
for you,
I don't
bro.
know.
Like
Just
you're
listen
not.
to him. Just listen to him.
That's
He's
some
so
juice right
gross.
there. And listen, no strings attached.
Disgusting.
Just a gift.
He's
for
like,
you.
look how
Just
generous
for
I
you.
am. I get
Just for you
$100
guys.
million
You owe me
a
nothing.
month
You owe
for
me absolutely
selling
nothing.
You need
gambling.
to show him what generosity is.
Because I'm not as rich as him. I don't have
Probably
scumbag
not.
money.
Yeah. You know,
Who is that?
money.
That's Trainwreck.
No.
That's Trainwreck, yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
It's the name is short for his moral fortitude.
So thank you for listening, and I'll see you in Japan.
Okay, now once again, I need to nudge you a bit on estimation.
Right.
Okay, so I admittedly haven't done a full budget
Well,
breakdown
that's
yet
okay.
because it's kind of ambiguous what we'd even want to do or whatever. I mean, realistically, taking a group of like 12 to 13 around-ish people to Japan for a week, putting them in a nice place,
Nice
it's going to be
hotel.
expensive. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
this is bougie. I would expect this to probably wind up costing 150,
150?
which is a lot.
By the way, that's totally fine with me.
Right. You said
genuinely don't
sky's the limit and you
Yeah,
don't care.
yeah, yeah.
And so I'm just that's rough in my head. you
I will
know.
say that was a fantastic
Yeah.
presentation.
Okay. Okay.
Very good.
I'm only thinking, again, my only reservation here is let's say we do bring the nanny
Mm-hmm.
and we bring both boys,
Mm-hmm.
like all day long. Are they just going to be it? Like, what are they going to do?
That's a problem. Or we leave them with your parents
For 10
plus
days?
the help. Or help plus the parents.
You think they'd be okay for that long? The kids? We've never been away from them that long.
People do that, right? I mean,
People do that. I mean, you know what? I don't feel right weighing in on that at all.
But-
That's
but
totally
yeah,
I
mean-
think
as
that
parents.
bringing them would be kind of a nightmare. And
Yeah.
it's actually the reason I'm not going this year to Israel is because I feel like Bruce is not ready for such a long flight. He
Mm-hmm.
can be pretty difficult
Right.
at certain situations. Like that
What
one
did you see?
restaurant.
Did you see the mute?
when
Yeah,
we
yeah.
tried to go to a restaurant, it was
The-
a nightmare. Like we
Did you see
barely
the-
made it.
Did you see the baby mute though? There wasn't
Right.
a mute for
.com.
that. Right. Yeah.
So I think if we do want to actually consider it, more likely if we keep them at home.
So we keep them at home, and then it's like, can we be away from the kids for that long? Maybe a week? I don't know. That's a
A
long
week?
time.
I mean, people do that.
Do they?
Yeah.
For the trip, I'm commenting on the length of the trip. We could still have a
Because
lot of fun.
Ethan
in a
told me
week.
the big thing for him is just figuring out what to do with the kids, and I agree. And to me, bringing them would be a nightmare because I want to be able to go to those fashion places and just be
Bringing
gone
them
Yeah.
is not
for
not
the whole.
really-
If I bring them, it's all about them. I get to do nothing for me. So I wouldn't want to do that.
Ugh.
I'm just gonna throw this out there.
Oh, well, you don't have to decide right now.
Go ahead.
we could do Japan and mine as well. Just saying, just gonna throw it out there.
As much as I would love to be, it is just one.
Or, we could stay home and you share the love.
Zach, hell no, I'm not staying home. This guy doesn't leave the house. Give me a reason to do something.
That was very good, Dan. Very persuasive.